Yes, sir. So, not too long ago, I make a video asking, are woke women spiritual? Because they want to say that they don't believe in God, but they got the Buddha in the corner. They're smoking sage in the room and whatever. All of these things that basically has to deal with their feelings. They're still hurt. Some dude did them dirty. I only scratched the surface because I was talking to a spiritual sister. You know, these chicks that want to talk about the Bible, they want to point all of these things out that's wrong in their eyes with people in the Bible or God, King James. The list goes on. They want to say things that they think is deep, but it makes no sense. It's only to make them feel better. They don't have men around them to tell them the truth. That's what Amber Rose is. Nobody tells her the truth. She's sitting in a room full of men and nobody's going to tell her the truth about herself. We know it's about entertainment purposes, but we're going to see this clip circulate through social media, the internet, and then you're going to have the spiritual sluts run with what she's going to say, not understanding that Amber Rose does not care about you. She only cares about attention, of course, and she only cares about just being heard. She doesn't make sense like majority of females when you have a conversation with them, but nobody wants to tell her the truth. That's the problem. The spiritual sisters, you try to tell them about themselves, they get easily offended. Who hurt you? You must be bitter. Dumb shit. This chick that I was talking to not too long ago is like a split image of Amber Rose. That's why I just scratched the surface with that video asking if woke women are spiritual. We already know that they spiritual. They're dealing with demons. They're dealing with all of these other spirits that they feel like is going to make them better because they're a feminist now. Oh, they want to say that God is a woman. We come from a woman. The woman was the first person on earth. Everything going against the Bible. Why? You get me? The dudes in their life, the dudes of the past, they don't tell them the truth because they just want to hit it and quit it. They tell them what they want to hear in the first couple of conversations when they meet on dating apps, and then they fall out. You got Amber Rose, self-proclaimed atheist. She doesn't believe in this. She believes in Scientology, this goofy shit. She comes into a dark room with dark shades because if you were to take them shades off, you could look into her eyes and just tell that she's empty. Like majority of these chicks taking numerous selfies, booty shots, all of these pics just to make you lust over them, slide in their DM for attention, validation, not doing anything for them because dudes are not telling them the truth. Multiple babies, multiple baby daddies, multiple dicks circulating in the mix, and then it's not helping. There are feminists now running with these talking points on the internet, reposting goofy shit, thinking that it's deep. You try to tell them the truth, and it's like something coming from left field. It's like a fortune cookie. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. It's something that's foreign to them, bro. Dudes got to tell them the truth. You got Murder Mook in this building. This dude is one of the best known battle rappers. He could articulate himself in a battle rap like no other. You get me? But when it comes down to having a deep conversation, the man will start stuttering. Just go to the Breakfast Club interview with Dame Dash. One of the best interviews, if not the best interview of the Breakfast Club. This dude was sitting there. You already know that he was high as a kite. They asked him one question. The dude made no sense. These are the people they try to prop up to try to tell you something, to try to influence you. Meanwhile, they can't articulate themselves and tell a goofball, spiritual slut, the spokesperson, Amber Rose, about herself. This is why girls are running rampant on the internet, taking all of these selfies empty on the inside. Smiling, one of the biggest smiles ever, but they're depressed. They're still hurt. And if you were to say something like this, then these goofballs are going to say, oh my goodness, you're giving me Kevin Samuels vibes. Some dumb shit like that when all you're trying to do is be genuine and be real. But these chicks don't want to be real because they can't be real with themselves. Makes no sense. Amber Rose is the gift that keeps giving because dudes are going to avoid chicks like Amber Rose. These chicks that throw on yoga pants so you can see their figure. Remember back in the day when girls used to throw on yoga pants, they used to cover up their ass with a big t-shirt. Those days are done. You got chicks of all sizes wearing yoga pants with no drawers, sleep in them, wake up in them, go to the store in them. It's disgusting. Like, it's so funny because Murder Mook is about to break down this freestyle that's going to have Amber Rose, like so many females that don't want to hear the truth. They hear something about one woman, now it's about all women. They do this. Feminists do this on a day-to-day basis. You could call this chick a hoe. You could say that this chick is easy. Now you're saying all women are easy. No, we're just talking about the woman that I know, that I observed, of my past, my friend's past, my brother's past. We're not talking about all women. These are the same spiritual sluts that will be big time groupies to rappers that disrespect them. Makes no sense. That's why Amber Rose, the best thing that happened to her was Kanye West, because let's be real, bro. We didn't hear her voice. You only knew Amber Rose as this snow bunny with a big butt that stripped from Sue's Rendezvous. For all of the dudes that go to strip clubs, I still don't get it. Throwing dollars to see titties and ass. I don't get it. But let's dive into this convo so we can see what's going on with the rise of the spiritual slut. All of these chicks with links in their bios, but they're empty on the inside. These hoes would not exist if it wasn't for a sponsor, that being a man, and these lesbian chicks. These bi-curious chicks that want to go to strip clubs now and smack asses and yell, hey, all of this unimpressive twerking they want to do on a day-to-day basis. Let's check it out.
Sex, music, this is why people, but anything,
you see most every day.
is key.
Motherfuckers like, take it 2 days, be like, I don't feel nothing.
Just even out here.
That's what happens.
Yeah, out here in the climate, just success, music. This is why people, people might have the talent or the gift, but they not consistent. So, motherfuckers, they just go away. They don't make nothing, right? But then you might have a person, you be like, all right, cool. I got a saying, right? Having no talent is the new talent, right? So it's like, that's a fact, though.
So now he's about to dive into this little freestyle where he's basically going to dive into saying having no talent is the new talent. And bros, we know this is a fact, but too many men, they don't want to tell the truth. They're scared to tell the truth. We see these chicks, bros. Do you know it's like, it's popular now for these chicks to be coming out to the club or going on social media and whatnot, wearing pants that see through. They want to go from club to club, getting booking. You see these regular chicks that you know from high school and shit talking about, come meet me over here. Like, bitch, who are you? But let's check it out, because all it takes is one little thing to get these females triggered. Females like Amber Rose, which means more than most.
Having no talent is the new talent. I gotta throw my
Why
shit
niggas
away.
getting famous just because they views piling? We'll get all the views. Violence, stupid new challenge, whole lot of ignorant dudes on the news.
Hacking the algorithm however you
Chicks
can.
getting booked for 2,000 because they posted nude styling. Think about it. Having no talent, that's the new talent. I saw
I'm going to run it back, but you heard her. Yo, he started off talking about dudes, right? Dudes was wildin'. You could disrespect each other as men on a day-to-day basis because that's the business of being a black man in the entertainment industry. Disrespect each other. Talk about taking each other's chicks. But as soon as you address the nonsense of females and these thoughts and goofies, now it's an issue. Now you're disrespecting all women. But these are the same groupies that will sleep with these rappers. These are the same groupies that want you to protect all women when you should just be protecting your woman. Ain't nobody out here trying to risk their life for a chick that will slide on another dick the next night. If you go today, bro, trying to save a hoe, she will replace you in the drop of a dime. Like it happens all the time. Now just pay attention to the girls with no talent. The star tenders that are sitting there. They're just there to look pretty and serve drinks. You get me? But Amber Rose doesn't care about the future and the well-being of younger females. They just think it's hip to get booked, hole in the walls and whatnot, getting free shots. Like that chick, Bernice Burgos. Chick is damn near 50 years old. She still wants to shake her ass with her daughter.
Having no talent is the new talent. I gotta throw my
Why
shit
niggas
away.
getting famous just because they views piling? We'll get all the views. Violence, stupid new challenge, whole lot of ignorant dudes on the news.
Hacking the algorithm however you
Chicks
can.
getting booked for 2,000 because they posted nude styling. Think about it. Having no talent, that's the new talent. I saw a bitch on red carpet. I said, tell me what you do. She said, I'm pretty. I pierce my clit, my titties, my belly button too. I twerk for the gram. My videos get a hella bunch of views. That's very fucking cool, but tell me what you do. It's disgusting. Hoes winning be the image they pumping. Bitches getting famous or famous niggas they fucking. But it's the nigga fault they getting caught. End of discussion. You can't blame the hoes. At the end of the day, them bitches is hustling, man. That was just quick something, but like that's the real shit though. So when you're not consistent, but when you're not consistent and you be like, oh, I'm better than this person or better than that.
Here it is, bozo, period. Period. Exclamation. Like as if he's saying, oh yeah, you a hustler, girl. But all you are is a used car. Those assets that you got, that you probably bought, are gonna get used up. A lot of dudes are gonna want to see you in revealing outfits because they living in lust. Got the liquid courage now, we're sipping, getting saucy, and now what? We want to fuck, right? That's why you go to the club, you trying to get a skeezer to slide off with, late night with, have some drunk sex and keep it going. Amber Rose, like I said, the best thing that happened to her was Kanye because we never heard her speak. But then after that, she's running around with dudes and dudes. She's trying to encourage chicks. And you see chicks running with that. They was talking about this slut walk. Chicks with degrees talking about slut walks. I'm taking control over my body and whatnot. Who cares? Period. Yes. So yeah, in one way you could say that these girls are hustling dudes and whatnot because dudes are thirsty. Because dudes got to compete with dudes that got status and whatnot. Dudes that want a trick. So these girls think that it's some accomplishment because somebody wants to give you money to come through and look like a skeezer. Just go ahead and take free shots. Sit in the corner of the club and take pictures. That's no talent.
Let me ask you a question.
This other person
Some shots.
No. Let me ask you a question.
That's right. She's guest host today. I forgot.
But what's the problem?
As far as what? I like the way you said that too, like confrontational.
Yes, I like it.
It's about to be a battle.
Now let's just look at all of the chicks with no talent that's just sitting there looking pretty. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chicks looking like ringside chicks with Santa hats, just sitting there. Understanding that, yeah, I'm here because I look cute. I'm trying to be in the mix. I'll let one of these niggas hit, get me pregnant, and I'm getting child support for 18 years. That's the hustle of these groupies. Remember that. Majority of the chicks in this world are single. So they want to look for the easiest come up instead of looking to be a wife. Amber Rose is in this room with dark shades asking what's the problem. Bald head scallywag who just lost her last ex to Cher's old ass. Like, taking L's. Imagine that. You got a chick who was a dime piece and she lost a dude that she should be with or a dude that she was just messing with to a chick that you know doesn't work out. That's a slap in the face in the eyes of the public, but to her, There's something wrong with that dude. It's men. It's all men now. They not comfortable with my sexuality and whatnot. Goofy shit. Amber Rose is supposed to be this dime piece, but she lost her ex to Cher in the eyes of the public when you scratch the surface. But when you look at this dude, he got blonde hair. All he is another hoe for these chicks in the industry. Pay attention.
Book, be good. No, what do you mean? I'm from Harlem.
No, I'm saying, but what's the problem?
Nothing. I ain't have a problem with none of that shit. I just report the news.
Okay, but you just freestyling.
Having no talent,
but
the
do you
new
believe
talent. It? As having no talent is the new talent?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but is it a problem?
Is it a problem?
Yeah. Like, do you feel some type of way?
No, it's because I don't got nothing to do with me. It's just what I see.
Do we make some noise for
yeah,
that?
but I'm saying, like,
Hold on.
If you think about it, right? It's a talent in itself, though. If having no talent is a talent, that's some talent. Now you're talented. Like, you talented at not being talented.
That became a talent, right?
That became a talent.
But like,
It's
who do you
looking in the
blame
mirror.
for that?
Blame?
That's
Yeah.
society's thing.
Like, who do you blame for that? Like, is it the girl's problem or is it the consumer?
Oh, this is not even just about
It's the
females,
consumer.
guys. That
It's everybody. You blaming everybody. You blaming society. You blaming the producers, the radio executives, the music executives that want to push these images. They want these sisters to be spiritual with Buddhas in the corner of the room, smoking trees, smoking sage, lost in the sauce, going through dudes because they want to be a dude because according to the public, it's okay for dudes to run through chicks because they get glorified in the high school hallways for slamming these little sluts. Come on, bro. But now it's a problem when you call them a slut. We've known for the longest of time that a good amount of women advance in their life and their career because they are sleeping with the right man. Let's be honest and let's be real. So now she wants to ask who's to blame, the consumer or the girl. We're blaming both parties. You got thirsty dudes that can't connect with a girl because they're too delusional, they're superficial, the list goes on. Now what do? They go the easy route. They deal with hoes, prostitutes, make it transactional. Got a dude that I know goes through a breakup and now he just wants to deal with the chick on a transactional basis because there's no strings attached. There's no work in that because dudes are getting jaded. So, of course, they're going to deal with prostitutes. Meanwhile, majority of these chicks are prostitutes anyway. So you want to blame the consumer for your actions. Meanwhile, your actions wouldn't exist without the consumer. But if the consumer wants to stop, then you're going to blame all consumers, all men for your issues that you're dealing with on the inside because you got daddy issues. You got self issues, you're insecure, the list goes on, and now you want to blame men for that instead of your upbringing. Look at the TV shows. Look at the clips and the stories and the reels and the videos, everything you see on social media, bro. Is it there to promote marriage? No, sir.
the woman thing that I used, that was just one aspect.
But I
of it.
just feel like guys should just never talk about women.
As far as
Everything. Like, it should never be a conversation.
you said.
Now, look at Loaded Lux's face when she said this goofy shit. I don't think guys should talk about women, but you guys should disrespect each other on a day-to-day basis. You emotional dudes that want to fight over women like this in the club. Fight over getting your Jordan stepped on while you're sitting in the corner of the club, mean mugging. Goofy shit. Just talk about each other, disrespect each other. You feel me? There's no problem with that. These feminist, goofy chicks have no problem with that. But as soon as you address one chick, now you got a problem with the whole collective. And now you got Mook backpedaling like he's doing cone drills. Bro, come on, man. This is the problem. Dudes are scared to tell the truth. Why? You got two battle rap legends up here who obviously have a talent. They have a gift for what they do. And then you got a bald head scallywag who's just famous for sleeping with the right dudes. No talent is the new talent, and she's been doing that for the longest, wanting to be Kim Kardashian, wanting to be the rest of these bozo chicks, all of these rapper girls that we see with deep voices nowadays. Come on.
But I just feel like guys should not just never talk about women.
As far as
everything. Like it should never be a conversation.
you said, talk about them.
Yeah, like as far as like okay, let's say like me, Kim Kardashian, Jada, Ari, like it should never be a conversation amongst men because it's like you have to then blame the consumer, right? Because these girls, us, are like known as like not having talent, but like we make a lot of money.
Well, no, I don't even. Well, you just showed me you was talented, so that's kind of like.
Yeah. No, I get it, right? But like, so let's say
I like this discussion. Keep it respectful.
This is a good discussion.
Everything respect.
No, it's respect. It's always respect. It's always respect. Right?
But this is why it should be a
being addressed.
conversation.
It's a conversation.
It should be.
I just feel like when it comes to men, right?
Yeah.
And it's like hoes and all that, right? But like y'all stick y'all dick in everything, but then you call us hoes for the consumer loving us.
Niggas still calling.
The consumer does not love you whatsoever. The consumer loves the fantasy. The consumer loves the visualization of living in the metaverse when he sees you wearing nothing but a thong showing your ass on IG while you're at Sue's Rendezvous somewhere where men go. If you really wanted to just keep it funky, why don't you just strip at a lesbian bar or some shit where you're dealing with girls and shit? How long would that last? This chick has no talent for the longest, but we're dealing with chicks with no talent. We're dealing with chicks with no self-esteem whatsoever. And then they want to say something, then when you address it, oh, I was just joking. You're too serious. Come on.
Toes?
Yeah, you just did.
No. I'm
you
just,
did
I'm
in your
reporting
freestyle.
on, no.
No, you did in your freestyle.
What I'm saying is hoes is what they, right? That's what they say, hoes. You just said hoes, right?
No, you said that.
Right, but that's not from me.
He was saying it from a different
I'm saying it
POV.
from...
That was the rhyme that was saying it from a different POV.
I said, on the news, right? That was the beginning of the... I forgot what I said, too.
Man, you said hoes is hustling. You know what you said, bro. You said hoes is out here with the right dude that they fucking. We know it's the truth. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's not backpedal. You don't have to sugarcoat things for these spiritual sluts out here to make them feel better when they don't feel better anyway. These the same chicks that get on dating apps talking about, I'm looking for somebody to make me happy. Somebody to make me laugh. Like, huh? What we talking about? Aren't you supposed to already be happy? I mean, damn, you got me fooled with all of these big ass smiles on the gram. You take selfies damn near every day. I would think that you're happy, but that's a front. That's for the consumer. That's for the prospects, the representatives when we have these meetups and whatnot that go nowhere. Once you have a simple conversation with these chicks that go nowhere fast, ask them a couple of questions that lets you know everything you need to know. You run into a girl that speaks like Amber Rose on the first date, coffee date, happy hour. Bruh, I wouldn't even be mad at you if you leave out the back door or leave through the kitchen like Tony Soprano and leave her with the bill. Or just cash app her and whatnot, say I had to go.
He was saying it from a different
I'm saying it
POV.
from...
That was the rhyme that was saying it from a different POV.
I said, on the news, right? That was the beginning of the... I forgot what I said, too. It was like, I said something about the news, right? You see something on the news wilding, like a new challenge on the news. Everything, this was being reported. This is not from me.
Do you believe that girls that are on and popping, or like if they're fucking somebody and they get on and popping, are they hoes?
Hell, no. Ain't no hoes to me. I'm a hoe. What do you mean? Everybody's a hoe, right?
Here we go with this goofy shit. This the issue, man. You gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be real with these chicks. Because these chicks have influence for what it's worth. For all of the wrong reasons. They're popping because They fucked the right dude, and now they're getting flown out. Now they can make videos and take selfies while that dude is asleep, like a groupie. Imagine if dudes were doing this, getting up in groups, trying to sleep with famous celebrities and ball players and tennis stars. They'd be called predators, right? Or wrong? Come on, bro. They are a hoe. We know this. Come on, be real.
Wow. Shit got weird. Wait,
We all hope for something.
No. I appreciate
words,
that.
right?
No,
These
I
are words,
appreciate
right?
that. But like,
So what's
but what I
approved,
guess what I'm trying to say is like, those are derogatory labels, right? So like, think of like a white man calling you the N-word, right?
Yeah.
This is where the conversation should have ended. This is where the conversation should have ended. But I blame you Negroes. Simple-minded dudes out here that just want to get ass, man. And after dudes get the ass from chicks like this, it goes nowhere. This chick is damn near, 40 years old? And she talks like a 19-year-old. What's the difference, though? The mileage, the baggage, the experience. But a lot of dudes like experiences because, of course, dudes are hoes also. We've gone through the whole phase, slamming down these chicks. It goes nowhere, though. That's usually due to a lot of men having commitment issues. You're not ready to commit, so you want to run through these chicks and shit. Do your thing. You do you. It is what it is. But let's be honest. Once chicks start making these terrible conversations, you gotta dead the conversation. This chick is a snow bunny, and she's about to make a terrible comparison that shouldn't even get brought up. But you gotta blame the simple-minded Negroes that let these snow bunnies, descendants of Europeans and all other races, say the word nigga because it's in a rap song. A lot of dudes are gonna have to go to the DJ and say, yo, you don't got the edited version? They feel like it's a level of accomplishment when they're allowed to say the word nigga. Term of endearment. My friends say it. Bitch, who cares? These chicks feel like because they sleeping with Negroes, they favorite rappers and who they got a fetish over, they say it in damn near every other line. Now they feel like that shit is sexually transmitted and it's okay for them to say that shit. This bitch is Irish and Italian. Her father is that. She's a mutt.
Those are like derogatory labels, right? But as people of color, right, we feel some type of way. But when it comes to men and women, a lot of men don't feel some type of way about the derogatory labels that are put on women, especially black women or women of color.
Now, what feminists do very well is they love sucking in sisters when they want to talk about protecting black women. They want to talk about derogatory terms, women's rights, marches, abortion, reproductive rights, and this goofy shit that has nothing to do with them. It's killing them slowly because, of course, they're not paying attention to the numbers. They don't do homework on that. They watch 15-second clips. Their news sources are goofies like this, Sean Kings, Tamika Mallory's, the rest of the brigade, bro. And they want to run with all of these issues because it's a derogatory term. Of course it is. It's derogatory for a reason. But this is the same chick that tried to take this is the same goofy that tried to take the shame out of the word slut. That's why they wanted to have a slut walk. And she's still not happy. She doesn't care about all of the chicks that was marching in those dumbass marches. The chicks that co-signed it, reposted it on their social media talking about there's no shame in slut. I'm owning the word. I'm owning my vagina and whatnot. I do with I do with what I please with my coochie. You get me? Because men do it. Does that make it any better? If men were sleeping with everybody and then jumping into the river, would you do that also? Come on now. They bring in talking about women of color. We don't know what the hell you are. Let's be real. She's a snow bunny. She's talking about us, black women. And black women fall for that shit every single time because it has to deal with women. Got chicks out here calling themselves a black feminist. What the fuck is that?
So that's why I asked you when you said hoe, like, what do you mean?
Q Charles.
Hoes, like, that's what just a regular saying. Hoes, niggas, bitches, my nigga. Like, that's just...
Nah, see, come on, man. You should have told him to write a 16, or you should have told him to give me 4 bars on what a hoe is. And he wouldn't even do that. Backpedaling, trying to correlate all of these things, all of these terms. They're not the same. They're not the same, bro. You know you're a hoe by your actions. You know it. So why you backpedaling? We know dudes are hoes also. Goes both ways. Come on, bro. You gotta be real with chicks like this, or you gotta cut the cord on the conversation. Once she tried to bring up the conversation about a white dude saying the N-word, where are we going? Because girls like Amber Rose will talk in circles until you just give up, until you tap out and say, all right, you got it. And so many dudes do that. They give up. Instead of telling her about themselves, they're worried about getting called bitter or who hurt you? Dumb shit. You know, like, come on, bro. Be real.
You say nigga, you say it in an endearing way, right?
Not really sometimes.
Sometimes, but it's not like a white man would be saying it. It wouldn't be the same thing.
Like, what do you mean?
But it wouldn't be.
So you say a white man better not say nigga, but you just let this bozo say it. Make it make sense, man. And a lot of dudes think that this shit is cool because you're sleeping with this chick. So now she could say nigga. Come on, bro. Stop being a fucking hypocrite.
Same thing, correct? It would be more in an endearing way as far as like a black person saying it to a nigga. You say it in an endearing way, right?
Not really sometimes.
Sometimes, but it's not like a white man would be saying it. It wouldn't be the same thing.
Like, what do you mean?
But it wouldn't be the same thing, correct? It would be more in an endearing way as far as like a black person saying it to another black person. So when men say hoes to women, it's in a derogatory way. It's not.
And when black men calling each other nigga, trust me, there's no love behind that term. Let's stop fooling ourselves. It's about to be 2023. That word is not a term of endearment. Stop playing yourself. You could hear the tone when girls call you that. That's why you could see the look in their face when you say, don't call me that. They don't know what to do. Start malfunctioning. Stop making this shit acceptable for snow bunnies and all of these other chicks because you're sleeping with them or you're trying to, or you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to ruin the mood. Fuck out of here. You can't call none of these chicks no racial terms. And we know the terms. Don't gotta go down the line. But these record executives that make everything hip, they push the image for all of these black entertainers and bozos to call each other niggas and bitches. Let's be real. And then you want to get wifed up? Fuck out of here.
A loving, endearing way.
Not all the time though. I don't think so. Not all the time.
It's usually the energy that's put into
like niggas be with their family and coming there. Like, I'm pretty sure we all got family. A nigga pop, like, nigga call their daughter, you hoes in here just not cleaning up and shit like that. Niggas grandfathers do that shit. Like,
wait, who did that to their daughter?
Niggas.
Exactly. I heard that right too, Nori. And I know you hired and 2 dudes. Who's calling their daughter hoes? They probably say, stop acting like a hoe. Stop dressing like a hoe. Something like that.
Wait a minute.
Granddad say whatever the fuck he want to say. I'm not gonna hold heifers. You have, like,
I just feel like I'm not trying to pick on you, but as a feminist,
No, you can't. Nobody could pick on me.
All I'm saying is like as
I'm
men,
the aggressor all the time.
No, I am.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you, I'm the
No,
aggressor.
I am though.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Listen, Merry Christmas.
No, but I am.
Yo, you know it's real when he threw out his sign right
I
now.
know. This is I'm a Sagittarius too. You shit me?
I just feel like
Man, we gotta stop with this goofy shit, man. Shouldn't be no men out here talking about astrology and signs. That's goofy shit. Let's be real. So you want to go with these goofy chicks and stargaze? Talk about I'm a Sagittarius and you're a Capricorn and all of this dumb shit? Come on, man.
just should never say that.
No, I understand. Like I'm,
Yeah.
but
Like hold.
do you talk about niggas in a derogatory way?
Niggas ain't shit.
Stop saying niggas with these goofy bitches, man. This shit is disgusting, like you said earlier. Chicks with belly buttons and nipple piercings and blonde hairs and fades with a tan that want to listen to the Migos and whatever rap group and shit. Stop saying this shit around these bozos, man. But then when a white dude says it, you get offended. The fuck is going on? Catch y'all on part 2.